Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Meraki 360 updates. I'm Jeff Hunt with D&H Distributing, and we're here to talk about some of the new things that have been happening with Meraki. We're going to talk about the Meraki MX in this quick scenario. We're going to talk about one-to-one NAT. We're going to talk about one-to-many NAT. And we're going to talk about the very brand new feature, the No NAT capabilities. Let's get started. So, one of the things that Meraki has added is the capability to do one-to-one NAT and one-to-many NAT. A lot of customers have asked for this because the capability to do this can be very, very important, especially if you're dealing with multiple external IPs trying to come in. So we're going to come here and we're going to take a look at the firewall section here and really show you where we've added these new capabilities. Port forwarding has always kind of been there, and it's nice and easy for if you need to port forward addresses from the outside in, but that's not necessarily something new. The one-to-one NAT capabilities and the one-to-many NAT capabilities give you the ability to have multiple public IP addresses and now use them, associate them with an interface, and actually push them or map them directly to an internal IP address as we have here. We can see that we have set up 3 here that are looking at a very specific port. If you do one-to-one NATing, you're just pushing an entire range over into another range as far as the ports go. But here we have the ability to come in, call out external IPs, call out the local ports specifically, and push them into those allowed remote IPs. So that is the capability of the NAT now. Something else that has recently been added, and this does require that you have the latest firmware on the device, is the capability to do a no NAT scenario. So what this does is if we come in here and we go to our addressing and VLAN capabilities, you'll see 2 new sections that have been added down here. And these are the NAT exception areas. This gives you the ability to actually disable NAT on the appliance itself. You can disable NAT on a specific link, and in essence what this does is give you the capability that if you have a situation where you just need the device to act like a router and not do any kind of NAT, then you can actually turn that off and on per link now. So if you have one interface that might be attached to a network as a backup or a secondary solution that does not need NAT, however you do need to use routing capabilities to use that network, you can turn that off and on per interface. So this is a really cool feature that basically takes the Meraki appliance and allows you to use it as not just necessarily a endpoint NAT device, or I should say an edge NAT device, and actually use it as just a plain old simple router, and you can do that per WAN uplink if you need it. These are just a couple of the new features that have been added. Stay tuned next month and we'll give you a look at some of the brand new features that have been added to some of the other devices. I'm Jeff with D&H. Thank you very much for working with us.